Hi, and welcome to a day in the life of a HydroSeeding contractor. We're going to show you the process of HydroSeeding and what it looks like to seed for a day. If you're planning on having some property seeded, doing it yourself, or even thinking about getting into the business, this will give you a glimpse of what is involved. So let's get started. Here is the staging area as we prepare for the day. We're getting the mulch bales in order and preparing to load the tank. Always start by filling the tank about half full with water. Once half full, turn on the agitators and load your grass seed and any liquid or powdered consumables. The grass seed is already loaded, and he is adding a liquid starter fertilizer. The next step is loading mulch bales. We'll load 11 bales of thin wood fiber mulch into a thin T120 HydroSeeder with a 1,000-gallon working capacity tank. We'll add the granular fertilizer last and then allow the agitators to turn for about 10 minutes to ensure the slurry is thoroughly mixed. We'll be mixing while making a short trip to get into position for the first spray. For an open area like this, we're going to start spraying from the tower to quickly cover a large area. The operator is starting with a fan nozzle in vertical position. This method covers a lot of ground efficiently. We have about 1.5 acres to cover today and expect it to take 4 to 5 hours. Not all areas are accessible with the fan nozzle, so if you need to spray further, switch to the distance nozzle as you see here. It produces a compressed stream that sprays up to 180 feet for this machine. You can see he can reach those areas in the back of the property that the fan nozzle couldn't reach. Keep going in this manner until the tank is empty, and then it's rinse and repeat from there. We've been pulling water from the pond, and that fills the tank quickly with this high-volume pump. We expect to use 5 or 6 loads today to complete this project. Notice in this shot, the operator uses the fan nozzle again, but he has it in the horizontal position. It's a little tighter area than before, and he is spraying near the tower, so he adjusts the nozzle to fit the site to be sprayed. Operators use machines in many ways because of the wide variety of conditions faced when hydroseeding. Now we're back to vertical spraying, and so far we have only shown you spraying from the boom on the tower. But that's not always the best way to get the work completed. HydroSeeders come with a hose as well to make the application more precise in tighter spaces. You can see the crew getting the hose in position to seed this narrow strip near the pond. For this area, it makes more sense to use the hose rather than spray from the tower. The operator positions the hose over his shoulder and begins to spray. With the hose, you can cut the hydromulch in nice and tight with very little waste. There is another area next to the pond that is even tighter, and it just wouldn't make sense to try and cover this from the tower. So again, the hose is an ideal way to do this work. But keep in mind, it is not either or. In some cases, it makes sense to use the hose from the deck. The operator wanted more control than with the boom provided, so he is using the hose. He can get more precise angles to cut in tight areas. This makes it nice since you don't have to reposition a heavy hose, and you can still benefit from its precision. So just use the method that makes sense for your application. So that's what it's like to be on a HydroSeeding job for the day. When finished, we want to leave a thick coat of mulch with little to no brown space showing. Remember, these are just the basics. There's a lot more to consider when you get into larger jobs, steeper slopes, poor quality soil, calculating application rates, consumables needed, and other factors. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our video today. Please give us a like or a comment and let us know what you think and if you have any questions.